Hi everyone, it's Kristen. So I apologize. I haven't been feeling well the past couple days. I mean, I'm still not like great today, but I didn't want to get too far behind in these videos. So we're gonna do the one for Friday, Saturday first, and then for Sunday, Monday after this one. Um, you'll probably, since it's cold here still, you'll probably see me wearing my, X-Men hoodie a whole lot. Um, it's my favorite thing to wear when it's cold. I mean, I think it's actually might be colder than it was when we got snow, but there's no snow. So anyway, so Friday is Captain Marvel. And I mean, I don't go into like for these characters, I don't go into a whole lot like a detail overview because I feel like most people, are familiar with them because of the movies. For me, I liked the Ms. Marvel version or binary version of um, Carol Danvers more because, of course, Rogue is my favorite character. So, Carol was instrumental in Rogue becoming the superhero that she is, having given her, or when Rogue, stole her invulnerability, super strength, and flight from Carol in the very beginning. Um, so yeah, and of course, Binary. It was cool when she, helped the X-Men in space and was, hanging out with the Starjammers. That was in Uncanny X-Men, like in the 160s, somewhere in there. I should have pulled that out and looked through my collection, pulled that out so I can show you visual aids for those of you who aren't as familiar with Binary. But I knew exactly where this was, so I pulled this out instead. I always thought like her design as Binary was also really cool. Like it was different, especially for at the time. So yeah, I always preferred her as Ms. Marvel or Binary just because of that direct connection to the X-Men. So, and then for Saturday, which I guess I'll show you guys this again in the next video just to kind of remind you, but we'll go ahead and talk about it now, is this because it sorry, on the weekends it does Saturday and Sunday. It doesn't do a separate one for Saturday and Sunday, which is why this one is so much smaller than this one, really. Okay, so we have Valkyrie and Misty Knight. So Misty Knight has the distinction of being actually the first Black female superhero in Marvel Comics. She got in there right before Storm, just a couple months before. So that's pretty cool. She was a New York City police detective who had her arm blown off by a bomb, and then Tony Stark, Iron Man, gifted her a bionic arm, which is pretty cool. So she's part of the Heroes for Hire, with Luke Cage and Iron Fist, and she teams up with Colleen Wing, the Daughters of the Dragon. So she's a pretty cool character. I mean, I really liked. I like all the relationships she has. I mean, she's not just limited to like one little group, I would say. And then Valkyrie, I always thought she was cool because when I was younger, I was obsessed with horses and unicorns and Pegasus and everything. So I always thought it was cool that she had a Pegasus. I believe she premiered in like 1972. So we might actually see Valkyrie in the stamp series, in the calendar stamp series. Who knows? We'll see. I mean, that's the whole thing about it. I haven't looked ahead, so I don't know who's in here. So I mean, Ms. Marvel could even be in here because she was in she premiered in 1968, right after they introduced, I think it was either 1968, 1969, somewhere in there, right after Captain Marvel, the original one, premiered. Anyway, another thing I always thought was interesting is her Pegasus name, horse's name is Aragorn. like the character from Lord of the Rings, which I've always been a huge fan of Lord of the Rings. I've read that series several times, and some of my favorite movies, honestly. I should clarify, some of my favorite non superhero movies. I mean, how can you not love those movies? They're pretty. I think I'm pretty. Well, I referenced Lord of the Rings the other day in these videos. So anyway, yeah. So that's it for that one. So let's see who is the stamp character of. Oh, Captain America. I love Captain America. I know. Anyway, so Captain America and his stamp is found because I forgot this is 2 days, Friday, Saturday. I was about to just start on my, Captain America rant. Um, so this is from. You could find the stamp in Conan the Barbarian 37, number 37, in 1974. Also, The Defenders, number 15, Werewolf by Night, number 24, and Frankenstein, number 16. And that was 1975. So I kind of forgot that, yeah, Marvel also had like a Frankenstein comic. And I feel like that was a remnant over from the 1950s, 40s, 50s, I think, when the horror comics were super popular and then the Comic Code of Authority stepped in and kind of said, hey, you kind of need to rein it in because kids read these, so you need to, it can't be too gruesome. And then, of course, once that was lifted, we talked about the other day, Dracula, he was introduced because the comic book of Code of Authority kind of was became more lenient, I will say. And so, of course, that stamp comes from Avengers number 58, 1968. Okay, so here's my rant. I know a lot of people kind of don't like Captain America because they consider him a boring character, but I've always liked him in part because he was kind of boring, or is kind of boring. I mean, he always stands up for what he feels like is right. And he's always ready to defend and protect, the little guy, which I appreciate. And, he has morals and ethics, and I don't know. I've always liked him. Just kind of like same with Superman. I know people also say that he's boring because he has the same kind of Boy Scout mentality, which I understand. You kind of want your heroes to be more complicated, more complex, more interesting. But I've always been drawn to Captain America. For my birthday, the towel that I put up as my background that I got from my sister for my birthday, the last birthday that she was here, and the Dazzler tried to pull down, so I had to take it down. Dazzler is currently sleeping on the couch, like right in front of me. So she's not going to be in this video because she's fast asleep. Anyway, so my sister got me this really cool, for that birthday also, a really cool, like giant life-size sticker of Captain America that you could put like on a wall. I put it on my door in my bedroom, and honestly, if my parents ever decide to sell their house or move, because it's still on my door at my parents' house, then I'm taking that door because I tried to peel off the sticker so I could bring it to my house, but I can't. I mean, it won't let me. It's been stuck on there too long or whatever. I don't know, but I don't want to ruin it. I don't want to destroy it. And even if I bought a new one, it wouldn't be the same. It wouldn't be the one my sister gave me, if that makes sense. So, yeah, if they ever move or sell their house, then I'm taking that door and bringing it over to my house somehow. I mean, it's pretty, standard door, so I feel like it would be no problem to get another one. I don't know where I'd put the door, but I'd figure it out. Because, yeah, I definitely want that. I mean, yeah, you know, one of the last things my sister gave me for my birthday, so it's definitely special. I have pictures of me kissing, you know, Captain America, or like planting a kiss on his cheek. And I sent him to my sister and I said, "Oh my gosh, I love my birthday present so much." You know, and she thought that was really funny. So yeah, just like I said, if my parents ever sell their house, then I'm bringing that over here. So anyway, so I will be posting the other video that it was supposed to be for Sunday, Monday here very shortly. So I will see you in just like a couple minutes. So